Alright, folks, good morning. I did say that today was going to be a gym day, but slight change of plans. It turned out that poor Fennec blew his rear tire of the scooter last night, so at 7 p.m. I started walking across town to retrieve it and take it home for him because the poor guy was so frustrated, had to do something right. But then his roommate with the car was gonna pick it up anyway. I was like, well, now you're here, why don't you come hang out with us and my friends? I was like, yeah, sure, never done that, period. And so, quickly heading into town at 7 p.m. eventually turned into coming back home at 1 a.m. Very thoroughly partied out. And so nobody is in any condition to gym this morning, except for me, because I have an alcohol poisoning superpower that leaves me no hangovers or anything. And so instead of gym this morning, we have time for 6 ages. And last we had left off, the world was basically ending. We were doing so good. Start of the game was rebuilding resources. And so there's a bit of struggle here or there. Mid-early game to now was fantastic. Dominant clan in the valley without even trying to be. Herds. Well over 1,000. Goods. Printing money. But now we're at a point where the population has been drifting every few years throughout the years. I've seen somebody on the Steam discussion forum with 900 population. The only guaranteed way I have of increasing population in a year is taking in refugees or spending a venture to recruit clan members. But I've only got one venture per year now too, so I gotta be stingy about which ones I use. And even more distressing, C season, right? C season? 1 season of food stockpiled. I gotta get through sea and fire and survive the early harvest time on 1 season of food. Celeste reported we cannot really support any more trade routes right now when I'm only down to seasonal. We don't even have the weekly market anymore, because my Izaries guy had to die of old age. And there's no more Izaries to replace him. No. We have 3 Lanker Mai's, 2 Elmals now that Yatakan has returned from 6 Ages 1. Good ancestor candidates to replace Balakos. Oh. Food low. Actually have the modifier now. Sonata's Blessing. Horse Stress. Horse Stress! Sonata's Blessing, because honor her the sacrifice. For Dalda's death, weaken horses everywhere. That's probably what that is then. For the horse stress. We do have the dried fish. The Weeders weren't able to give us dried fish a second time, but they did give us dried food once. So maybe that's going to hold off our hunger if food does get too low. And that's probably why they couldn't gift us dried fish again mechanically, because we already had it in our stockpiles. And still have fertile fields. Those fertile fields better manifest as extra food for a year for the late Earth season. So, I think we're back on if we survive, we win game state. The immediate thing I have to think about is how to either maintain that 1 season worth of food season after season until harvest, or exceed it. There's only a couple of clans that owe me favors too. I've been doing favors for everyone left and right. But because clans keep disappearing, either gods get spiked onto their clan area, or giant holes appear where they used to be, or they just vanish into wildlands. I've been building up favors with everyone, and then maybe that's it. Maybe everyone I build a favor with gets cursed and vanishes, and I should stop building favors with people. Because I've been trying to collect favors from everybody else to... how to put it? To maintain the bonds between the clans, but also to be the one they owe favor to. And a favor is worth 20 cows or food worth half a season, I think. And I could have pulled in favors from everyone to get rich on food for a while. But can't. How's our warriors? 28 and 2 sick. Okay. So, we don't have cheese right now. So we have to reactivate cheese. And then I think that it is time to reassess at my clan value. Oh, actually, I was gonna say reassess the clan values and shift things over towards survival shrines, food. Famous event. People gain skills our ancestors showed when Uralda gave her milk gift. Will that increase food then? Because if I have food increase, because it's milk gift, I forgot what the milk gift is. It could be something to benefit of better food. It could be something that makes cows and pastures better. Exploring or searching for something. I want the rider virtue though. Maybe I'll make sacrifices for famous event. Chalana Oroy is dead. We could probably destroy her shrine, except we got some residual magic still. That'll help if we get sick. Hunting yield. Would be better food. Reduce wounds in battle. Reduce deaths and wounds among swords. I'm gonna go to Horse Friend. Because Rodalda isn't offering anything right now. Because she's dead. And so she's giving minimal protection to horses. But we still have Elmal. And we still have to maintain our horses. Ernalda is dead, but for clan value purposes, we're maintaining a big temple to a dead god. Umokt. We need the defense. If every sword fights with a strength of 2. 60 warriors then, 30 times 2. So keep Umokt. Rutal, because foragers is more food. Izari's dead, but keeping him for clan value purposes. Lankermead dead. Orlanth dead and reduced to just a shrine. The top god for our clan and tribe reduced to just a shrine, but that's okay because his wife gets the whole thing. Osara mostly provides fire arrow, nothing for food survival. Milk blessing and fertility of cows, good. So really, the only thing I would want to add is Volrioth, I think. For either blessed youths to help them become adults faster, and get more workers in the fields, more foragers, more hunters. Well, it says young shepherds, so I guess more pasture folk, more farm folk. Lamb blessing, help more lambs survive. I haven't really noticed any need for that, since I've got more sheep than anything else. And I'm not quite certain of the sheep mechanic outside bigger number better. So I'm going to assume 2,678 sheep is perfectly fine. Early Earth season, 28 warriors. Where's my... I do have trade when active still. Helps get good deals when we buy things. So I could start off by sending a couple of caravans to some neighboring clans who have survived. and selling tit for tat. Goods we have loads of, but sometimes they say, oh, we don't want your goods. The pattern isn't as nice, we like our goods better. I could sell treasures. I could sell the axle of Samnal to the king of the wheels. But treasures are typically traded in cows or goods worth cows, aren't they? Afflicts the fire flowers when we oppose them in raids. Nourishes pasture. When I win a raid in which you made a berserk attack. So I haven't used that too much because berserk has too high of a chance of killing your guys and theirs. When fight fiercely does well enough, and I got something that does fight fiercely reward anyway. Aids in curing the sick. Bowl of healing smoke. Okay, so not a treasure. We do got herds. We got so many herds, I could probably get many more. We'll see if they want to exchange goods for food. Many goods for many foods. $76 cows worth of goods for less than 4 weeks of food. Small insignia of people small group of people bearing the insignia. The Floral Savuli tribe. Hail your sentinels. Requesting temporary shelter. We have traveled far with countless monsters at our heels. We ask that you briefly grant us Orlon's hospitality. Only brief hospitality. I was hoping they'd be refugees, hoping to bolster my numbers and maybe kill a few goats to feast and increase my food stocks. I have no reason not to show hospitality. He doesn't recognize them, but that doesn't mean much. Korstal is himself Feral Savuli, but I guess he doesn't know every Feral Savuli out there. What is he saying then? I don't know these guys, so I don't care. They're not my family, not my kin. We'll give hospitality. And a gift. Goods with which they could trade. And a few herds to sustain them, because we are a generous clan of kings. I got so excited I saw Mood Plus, but because of my dire straits, I kept reading it as Food Plus. Because apparently I'm keeping myself in denial. The Ferocivoli thanked us for our kindness. The first they had experienced in many a season, they said. They had no goods to gift us with. Instead, they thanked us with the magic of their tribal founder. 16 magic. Food for only 1 season still. I guess less than 4 weeks of food counts for 1 full season, instead of half a season's worth. Maybe it's like 1 season and a bit extra, but it's being rounded to just 1 season, so more like just under 1.5 seasons or so. Either way, see if anybody else is what. Well, let's get cheese in, because that improves food yield of herds. We got so many herds. And then these clowns again. Oh, no, this is Korsten's thing. I forgot that she did her Call of Undead to emulate what her aunt had done. Which is distressing because when it gets to a higher point, somebody on the ring is going to be killed. And I'm totally gonna reload the game if it's Rodin. I don't care, okay? She has survived through so many things. She's a fan favorite, by which I mean she's a me favorite. Go for Balakos. Final event, go for Balakos. The first time this had happened, I didn't like the idea that so many undead of worse and worse varieties were being summoned into the clan. And so I kept trying to dissuade her, but that was unpopular because the people loved that she was helping fight the undead. So I'm thinking maybe, if I'm supportive of her for the first few times, then that'll suitably placate her ego, and she'll agree to acquiesce to calling off the undead beacon. As our next chieftain. Leadership is only fair. That is worse than Vanef right now, who has risen to excellence somehow. Toast Korstein, who conducts a toast the king himself. In celebrating Korstein's glory, Vanef made it his and ours. And then 55 cows worth of gems and necklaces because people like when we take in their undead and slaughter them. And for a third time, we have been reminded how to make kumis. Okay, fire season. Still low food. We have 1 season's worth. So, it's the fire season, but I do have 29 warriors right now. Light-hearted. We boosted all the way up to light-hearted. Let's send out some foragers. We do have the explore magic bonus. We'll forage not too far away. Renowned food. You've only got excellent. We'll count this as training to get your excellent into renownedom. Herd raid, that's okay. We were tracking down a song, and the hint that we were given is that we should search pools, hills, and whatnot, and don't have to go too far to do it. There's probably a specific place we have to go to find this song. We'll do that later. For now, send out more foragers. An immense mushroom with only a few bites missing, a nearly ripe berry patch, some old eggs. That's not a lot. That is a sustaining amount of foraging, Balakos. 1 season of food at the start of the harvest time. That is okay. That is alright. Morale stress. What? They're lighthearted. That's like the best we got. $668 population. And food for 1 season. What ventures can I do this year? Combat training, we haven't done it forever. Okay. If need be, we could do some more foraging, less effective in dark season, food from the wildlands. We could do hunting. Currently ongoing, so I can't repeat it right now. Our Dostal man is dead, because he died soon after doing this. Soon after it started. It is a leaderless venture. Do we have any new food, guys? Emilia? Dostal? Nobody new has been initiated at all. Apart from a couple of ancestor worshippers, a Lanker, me. Yantha is a new shaman, new wish. Amalanti, Lanker Me guy. Ah. You know, since Korostin is doing an undead beacon type thing, drawing them to us, maybe we should. Do the Humoct ritual. But to keep undead at bay. It probably won't work for event story things, though. But let's get Scouring Wind, because undead are chaos too, I'm pretty sure. Small field of fire fruit, nearly ripe berry patch, and a half-eaten mammoth. I like the half-eaten mammoth. That is a lot of meat in that. Clan delegation from the Honeymane arrives at my gate for aid. Their rugged clan as ours once were. Honeymane's mistress perform a great ceremony to ride to the sky and burnish the shield of Elmal. Okay, we've done that before. We'll even send worshippers. Send somebody strong in magic, renowned and renowned. Yatakan. Who else could we send for this mission? It is good that we went, for their god talkers falter when it came time to ride into the sky. We lent them the flame they needed. Which Yatakan, that is his whole deal. And they gained power, vanishing into the clouds. They came back to say that they had renewed the rune on Elmal's shield, which they could not have done without us. Would enjoy divine favor for the next year at least. And how's our 2 seasons of food only at the end of late Earth? It's okay, they're still harvesting. It'll maybe be 4 or 5 or a whole year by the time dark settles in. Okay, how about we find more spirits, Doressa? Outside any clan lands. Does Wildlands count? Every time we go to explore Wildlands, they say it's so sad that they just give up and leave. I don't want her going too far afield. This is fairly close by, but not too far away. Three seasons! Ugh, that's it for the harvest! Pine is still helping out in dark, so she should be okay. 15 sick, and I can't do anything about that now. A dog spirit ensures we stay true to our ways. And the foraging mission didn't work. Too cold. Delegation of Blue Crest, known for the large herds, asked for 20 cows in exchange for a favor. They're gonna die next. Okay. We agree, naturally there are allies, it's only 20 herds. So because hunting's ongoing, maybe we could scour for bandits, or for bandits or chaos. Herding would increase herds. Goods we don't need. Protects against raids. I think we're good on numbers, though. We got so many warriors. We got good shrines. We don't really need that. So maybe I'll wait till the storm season and do a foraging venture. Let's send a group off to the hills. Just to explore. That's my lank gourmet guy. She killed my lank gourmet guy. I have spare lank gourmet guys, so it's... Balakos, it should have been you, but it's not too big a deal. Coderstein's call to the undead attracts a vampire. Members of the King's Guard find it in the Royal Hall. It kills 3 of them and then fatally eviscerates Korstal. Humok tells me this has gone far enough, she says. Lure no more undead. Memorialize our excellent Ferosavuli refugee turned ring member. Despite Venef's words, the people blamed him for letting Kodostein's actions go so far. But we get goods. Is it goods enough to replace a ring member? That I have to spend an entire half season to do? An entire half season, hey, you! It's your turn. Vacancy in the clan ring. Well... excellent food. As well, we have the ancestor worshipping Balakos on there. Because until we get some other person who's amazing at food, some Dostal worshipper, they had to kill my Dostal worshipper earlier in a cheap little event. And the excellent one too, blessed by Dostal himself. Oh, we got an Izaris person. Okay. That way we can get one more supply, or one more caravan. One more trade caravan to get weekly markets back. Which will only produce more goods. But we might get lucky trading goods for food. Who's currently sitting? Sarestev. With his only very good bargaining. We're having take the place of an Izaris person. Excellent lore though. So we could just have the initiated to no one Sarestev take the place of a Lanker Me guy. We do have some excellent ones. El Molanti, Lankor Me, excellent lore. Coral Mast, 39 years of age. He's been waiting for ages to replace the outsider. Oh well. Where's Izaris? Only 17 years of age. Il Gratere. But very good bargaining. That's only going to get up from there. And then Sarestev, you are going to be my lore guy. And so that gives us a no gods, but fresh insights, a shaman, a humakt, an ancestors worshipper sitting in for food, an Izaris, a Rodelda diplomat, and the El Mali king. How's his food? Only very good. If Rodine's leadership wasn't merely good also, I would so happily make her chieftain. An expedition of Urgashites, who call themselves Zarkosites, show up to offer jars of dried goat meat in exchange for portable goods. Do it! Exactly what I need. They must not know or care that you traveled to their lands to denounce their goats because they offer a sizable supply of food that will safely store indefinitely and want 20 cows worth of goods for it. Now, we did go out to denounce their goats, but that was like decades ago by now. The name for their ancestor Zarkos, their main gods are Drubadoth and the Lion Father. Drubadoth the Lion Father, and Uryarda the Goat Mother. Sounds a lot like our cow mother. Original clan goats, wanderers, sometimes surprised with their fighting prowess. We have not yet mastered the art of meat drying. What if they remember that we denounced their goats, and this is a poison pill they're offering us? A fair trade. Sent a group to the north to condemn the goats. Everyone is saying either nothing substantial or just take the meat. Okay. Three seasons worth of food. Alright, that's a little bit better. No venture this year. No venture in progress. Hunt food from the wildland. Would be a lot better if I had an actual docile guy on here. How about foraging? Foraging venture, end of year. Ring, ring, ring. Karen will send you out, because we need my ring members on the ring. And I don't think this venture takes them off of it, but just in case it does. Unable to find much additional food. And who's this? Fireflowers? No big. There's no fight ferocious. I want to do the fight ferocious. Ooh, they actually pushed us back. A figure kneeling over the neck of Doressa. That doesn't kill her though. Brandish a death rune at it. See, when I get the chance to fight fierce, I got no chance. Push us back to the wall, then out they go. Though we lost good farmers. Wounded right before sacred time. It's alright, 23 magic. Fields, pastures, wilds. We can't sacrifice for health anymore, or put the whatever to health anymore. Ritual, we'll do 2 war, because we have the extra. Explore, diplomacy, and harmony will say. 54 fewer people. The hit wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't for that one raid. 20 fewer horses is gonna be a tough thing because we descended from rider clans. And the Rams now know how to use horses, so horses are still super important to us. Our explorers are likely to meet with misfortune this year. Oh no, and I have Yatakan out there. 2 points of exploration magic. He's back. It's fine. Honeymane clan reports that they were visited by Baron. Supposedly he had kin among them, which I guess is possible since he was born a rider. The Honeymanes received his blessings before he returned to the realm of the gods. Baron! We're your direct descendants too, we even saw you in the god time. Food minus down. Due to crops failing. before the planting season even begins. Be consistent. We had 3 seasons worth of food and now it's back down to 1. Exploration inauspicious. Exploring magic bonus. Cheese is ongoing. So many wounded, so many sick, but I can't do a thing about that. Okay. Then let's start some caravanning. Who's rich? Tell us who's got the most food. Trading easier to perform some craft rituals. Well, now you tell me. Trade goods and buy food. I like how you think. Von Rashi had the most herds, but they hate us. Amber's had the most goods, so no point trying with them. Known for their herds, what they exchange. Goods for food. We'll send our Izuri's gal. Get her training in. Weren't able to... See, they didn't think much of the decorations on our goods. Which... is distressing when I've only got 1 season's worth. If not goods. That we have so much of. Maybe somebody else would appreciate them, not the fire flowers. Goods for food. Come on, Izuri's. $2 weeks worth. I put it on the big many cluster, and she was only able to manage 13 cows worth of goods for less than 2 weeks. Bedraggled folk arrive in Baronstead begging for ongoing food and shelter. 30 of them, including children. The Rolanthi, former members of the chaos-threatened Vastantes tribe. The Vastantes who've attacked me so often. These people used to be famed for might and magic, but have been reduced to the status of stick pickers. Hey, stick pickers, I remember those. From, wasn't that the... Didn't they feature in the Lanker Me Hero Quest and King of Dragon Pass? They were somewhere. I vaguely remember the stick pickers, but it's been a couple of years. No, that was some... Was it something else? The refugees say they took no part in Vastanto's attempted invasion, and were impressed that Baronstead could repel their self-proclaimed king. Multiple times, thank you. You may think it is bad here, but our homeland barely exists now except as cracks in the world. I'm gonna take them in. That's more people plowing, more people harvesting, more people tending the herd. Let them in. They're outlanders, none of our neighbors will care what happens to them. I have her on the ring as my diplomat, but she's the one saying these folks are foreigners and nobody's gonna care if we kill them and take their stuff. The Vastantes' king, Gorolf, built a fortress that nearly rivaled Baronstead. Nearly. If they're here, it must have fallen. We can't feed the people we have now. Which is why we need more. It's an investment, Balakos. They'll take some food now to produce more food later. Death has already claimed them. These dwarven-built walls kept Vastathos out. We shouldn't let his people in. We'll take them. And 4 extra herd. Okay, fire season. Let's at least establish a caravan route with somebody. Who do we not have a route with? Fireflower, Varnrosh hate us. Flame Singer or Starshine, I should think. What's Flame Singer known for? Fondness for exploring, and Starshine? Reliance on raiding. Let's go Flamesinger then. Establish a route. Get your Izuri's experience in. And don't take so long. One season worth of food. Couple of weeks before the harvest. Cheese still active. Scouring Wind active. Good deals and we sell, good deals and we buy. Isn't it inherently the same thing when you exchange one for the other? When you're selling goods for food? Is that buying goods? Isn't buying food with goods a two-way thing? Persuade, help us out here. Delegation Blue Crest as their ally, asking for a favor, provide them with food in exchange for a favor. A favor is worth about 20 cows, right? Who's got that knowledge? They already owe us 2 favors. If they owe us 2 favors, and we make this 3 favors, so it's not that I was making favors left and right, it's that the same persons were getting more favors out of us, which is fine then. If they owe us 3, we could lean on them for food twice over. And then they'll vanish. Herds are in healthier shape, offer cattle instead. Yeah, favor is equivalent to 20 cows. And cows can also be food in dire straits. And because we are cow rich, just a customary amount, they already owe us. Yeah, trade for food or slaughter the herd. Worst case scenario, 1,317 cows is a whole lot of meat. Less than a season of food. Come on, harvest. We're back on the weekly market at least. Exploration inauspicious, so I shouldn't rely on foraging. Well, this is exploration. This is the explore button. So that include explore, forage, and search for spirits, or just explore. I imagine it's all 3. And not just explore specifically. Too many holes. Okay, let's get food first. Send out caravan. Surrounding, haven't traded with in a while. They got the healthy cow secret. Goods for food, please. $70 goods for less than 4 weeks. That's gonna sustain us. Signs of damage from overgrazing. So now I've got to spend the time. Needle grass to restore pasture. Can't do that yet. So can't rotate fields and pastures, can't repair yet, just getting the early knowledge that, hey, this is starting to go sour on us. Clan mood is downed to reserve now. Okay, Fish out some more. Goods for food. How about with the Char Orisa King? They're not too far away. Goods, foods, get a lot of it. An Uroxi Chaos Hunting band arrives to make an offer, delivered in their usual intemperate fashion. You idiots have allowed chaos to increase its power in your so-called kingdom. We will stomp a purifying ritual to blow away the stench. In exchange, you will give us goods worth 29 cows. That is all. That is it. We don't even need to beg half now, half a year from now. Or half. Balance competing needs, Vanef. We have 410 goods, we print money, we got weekly markets back on the menu, we're fine. Proven our friendship to the Wanderers of Urok, so we'll maintain said friendship. We don't gotta dicker around for only 29 cows. Urox mostly fights Vakboth the Devil, but can also battle Ragnaglar, or any other chaos deity. Big snort, small cloud, and small price. Baron had his own troubles with roving Uroxi. Isn't as bad as they say. Serestev, yes it is. As sure as a word, they danced and bellowed, and a hot wind blew up to cleanse Baronstead of Chaos's rancid leavings. Only the merest devil influences remained. Vakboth is everywhere these days, they explain, but now he is less here than most other places. This news brought relief to the people who expressed gratitude to the Uroxi. At the end of the harvest, only one season worth of food. We are going to die. Okay, it might be inauspicious exploration. We got 2 points of magic onto it. We need the food. Find us some mammoth. Didn't, think much of the designs on our goods. We're starving, and they're talking about the design on the goods. Priorities, people. Bastante's refugees made this as popular. New mustache adornments. And ribald Yermal songs. Anything we found turned to slime, and 4 fell sick. And then shoal attack. Skirmish, skirmish. Then maneuver and fight. Ooh! Pushing us back, actually. Controlling a mantis as big as a house uses one of my bows and feasts upon him. What does Yatakan do? The troll shamans are chanting. There's a giant mantis. This is Yatakan. Amazing, remarkable Yatakan, the fire breather. Attack the shamans directly. Rode through the guard, protected the shamans, cut down one, scattering the others. The mantis snacked for a while the corpse of the nearest fallen troll. And that's more of my population down. Merchants of the Ganadari clan informed me that they're closing their trade arrangement. What? Closing the trade arrangement with me. Just got back the weekly markets. Trade is dead, they say. As dead as its patron god Isaries. Roads are vanishing, caravans disappear. And what is there to trade? Goods and food! Goods and food! If you can't eat it, it's not worth trading for. And if you can't eat it, why would you ever trade it away? Pressure them to continue the trade, pressure them to keep up the route. Tell your people they are smarter and braver than a Ganadari. Coax lingering trade magic from my fading Ijiri shrine. is probably the best answer we have now. He might be dead, but he is still helping in his own small way. No point wishing for the bounties of the past. They're wrong to succumb to gloom. A lost ring still gleams in memory. Izuri said, "Give me a cloud, 1 ounce of silver, worth 1 ounce of silver, and I'll bring you back a bowl worth 2. Puffing up our people at the expense of the Gedadari offers a chance for a modest morale boost. The morale is fine. Izuri, help us out." In our shrine to Izuri's, you heard a faint jingling of clanking rings. Venef said it would grant good trading omens throughout the region. The Gedadari saw these signs and agreed to keep their route open. Okay, storm season. We got one more forager party out. Still got the weekly market. I can't really trade horses. How many have I got? 387. That is too few. Okay, Genadari. Except they don't like what I got as far as goods go. Maybe we'll give some herd up for food. As they search to the southeast, our foragers hear a voice from the river. A sturgeon that must be as large as a mammoth is speaking. That is so much meat. And depending what type of sturgeon, that could be so much caviar. Horsefolk. Food finders. Find me the sun drop buried beneath 3 stones. Then of horse friends I will tell. You could spear the fish. Let's look for the sun drop. They looked high and low. The party couldn't find anything to search. Aww. Which makes it a failed mission. Press at apparent advantage, Yetakan leads your forces towards a foe. Last moment rise, the enemy trickster magic obscured the presence of a tight archery formation. Just completed a ritual and stand ready to unleash a fusillade of flaming arrows that'll cut down anyone in its path. They got no warriors and only 15 bows left. With their own arrows and flames. But that day, Osada's blessing went to the fire flowers. Ugh! Counter with our own then. Some of us died, but more of them did. "11 bows killed." We just have more and more injuries now that Chalana Oroy is dead. Population of only 648 and 1 season of food. Hunt. Very good food, very good food. Alright. Searched high and low, but unable to find unused hunting grounds. Brought back what they could. And then my Orlanthi are sick again. Oh, just give it up, man. His wife's... Wait, which one? Nah. She's also dead. Well, how about we all, they switch from Orlanth worship then to Geraldo worship or Dostal worship. I need some more Dostal folk. Help from the spirits. Mammoth answered. Half the Orlanthi recovered. Somehow 16 more people than last year. Last year's so hard on us that even with all these casualties and ill folk, 16 more. 80 fewer cattle, 21 more horses. Rich in livestock and have many horses. Disease spirits would not trouble us in the coming year. Fields, pastures wild, help me in harmony, help me in war. And I guess we could explore some more. Yeah. Okay. 84 cattle worth of goods, or 84 cattle period, for less than 4 weeks of goods. Okay. I dreamed that Vakbal pulled the last star from the sky. It crashed to the earth, and Porchargno Gorp God ate it. Then all went dark, and only one guinea pig was left in the world. Good news, fields are not quite as rich as they were when Arnaldo blessed them, but her wedding gift is still helping the crops. Still helping the crops, but not as much as before. We just keep maintaining one season of food now. How's our magic? Cheese has expired. Negotiators of the Ganadari clan appear outside your fortress to seek your aid. But your Ralder shrine is dying as they hope you will assist in its revival. Though such aid boon is without price, they will consider themselves doubly indebted to you. In fact, you owe them a debt, though they're asking for a larger favor. We have 12 magic. Should have known better than to trust the permanence of gods. You would say that, Seresta, but once this darkness is over, they're going to be back. Multiple favors are being owed by Ganadari and Bluecrest. I'll probably ask them for a bit more food then. They said their indebtedness to us would depend... -4 magic! I just want to get them 1 or 2. Indebtedness to us would depend on the magic garnered. We caught a blessing of Uralda into the ritual receptacle, a cowbell. Right taxed more of our clan magic than we had counted on. This mutual aid better bear fruit. Less than a season of food. Okay, we have exploration blessing. We don't have the malice against exploration. Get us fed. After 8 years, our pastures are definitely damaged. Cleared all the potential pasture land. It is too dangerous to ride to Aralda to ask for help. It'll take a concerted effort over several years to deal with this. Too many years since we last raided, huh? Food finding hit by a suddenly by an unseasonable snowstorm. We're just getting terrible luck all around. We could slaughter the cows, and it's been too long since we raided. So let's get some more cows. Plunder. Skirmish them out. How are they getting much mightier? Fireflower warriors make the way for a strange new combatant to lumber onto the field, a clump of writhing tentacles atop two massive scaly legs, bound towards you, crushing one of your bows. Your foe's participation in obscene chaos rites is well known to you, so it comes as no surprise. What is yet to do? Call on Urox to fill your weapons with searing force. Urox's hot wind blew across the battlefield and into the weapons. Into the presence of the Chaos Smiter, the monster turned to flee. Zero casualties this time, though. 14 cows and 10 horses. That's it. They have no goods. And what am I looking at here? This looks like hands. Pose like this. Oh, that's somebody losing their head. Who's lost their head? Your shepherds reeled in shock at the horrific vision etched in the poison clouds. Vorioth, god of boys and sheep minders, dies in the formless mouths of Porchogno the Gorp god. So came a vision that we had. Does that mean this is the last of the gods to die and the rest are going to maintain to the end? From now on, your flocks will diminish, and danger will stalk your boys. We should say this is an illusion, it is not. Spirits die too, but who mourns them? If boys die in infancy, we'll eventually run out of warriors. Bless the flock. Not Vorioth too. Want to call this illusion, but it's clearly not. Aaron Lamp. His own child! Okay, we could always get more flock from our neighbors. Bless our boys one last time. We'll send him off with some of his herd. As he dissolved into cosmic cancer, Vorioth strengthened our boys one last time. Less than a season of food still. Foraging got us nothing. We could restore pasture, but that takes a whole venture. The smart play would be to just use my my spirit for that. Less than a season of food and herds are gonna start going thin too. Blue Crest and Genadari are both close. We'll give a gift of goods to be extra polite. This is basically trading in a different name. Desperately short of food, should ask for help. For food. We could ask for information. As a favor. Huh. Although their chief Tarutak is known to be stingy, we are so low on food we might want to try asking for a little more than the customary amount. They do owe us multiple favors, just like the customary amount. Then Varn, Rashi, kill them all. Let Yatakan have his day. Take out as many wheels as possible where the enemy is the strongest. This is Yatakan. Heroic Yatakan. Take out their leader. Yatakan quickly fought his way to the noble in an ornate chariot who led the Varnrashi. Before his bodyguards could stop him, Yatakan fought a brief duel, which ended with the enemy war leader mortally wounded. Yatakan raised his blade in thanks to Elmal, and rode back to our ranks. The Varnrashi thrown into disarray. And get a couple more magics from fighting fiercely. Thank you, Martin Skull. Still less than a season, start of the Earth season. Needlegrass, help us out here. I am still not going to trust that this golden man is not going to run off on us at night. 10 cows worth of goods for a solar ceremony is so cheap. And gives us 4 magic. Less than a season still. True to our ways, sick people. Helps our foragers be safe. Do we have any docile folk yet? Any forager folk? No, we don't. They are simply gone still. Well... maybe there'll be different types of spirits that can help us here. Food situation is grave. We've asked the gods for their blessing, so we'll need to go outside the clan and trade for or request food. But right now we face a possibility of starvation. Less than a season's worth of food stockpiled. The dried fish we got from the weeders will feed the clan for about 2 weeks. Dried goat meat from the Urgashites will also feed us for about that long. Harvest is just now coming in. We are going to eat the weeder fish. Nah, slaughter some livestock. Enough for a whole season. Only 66 herd. That's pretty good. If 66 herd gives about a full season, then we got so much. We could coast the end of the game off herds alone. While searching the southeast for spirits, Teresa finds an antelope spirit, speaks to her offering its assistance in exchange for magic, can help us dealing with the Uraxi. She's excellent herself, just persuade it. Doresa informed, offered information to the antelope spirit and got it to agree to help. Its power had helped us for 4 years. Oh, but we didn't... We persuaded it to help, but didn't persuade it to join the clan as a thing. A party of your hunters goes missing after several days of searching, can only assume the worst, and then they return dead and rotting again. Still my kin have not received a funeral rites that will sever their mortal ties. Undead are chaotic and must be destroyed, but destroying kin invites chaos. Yinkin, god of cats, to scare away friendly but troublesome undead. Presence as a representative of Humak, the Severer, resolves the so-called paradox, can kill them without kin strife. Clans who distrust us might perform divinations if undead bearing our tattoos show up to mumble at them. Well, we have a Humakti. She has no ties to them, and so this is not kinstrife. They fought back, no match to living wars, but people still averted their eyes, because it's still family. Two seasons of food. Very good magic. Yathanda, let's get you raised up for your own future shamanhood. And we haven't started one of these yet. Let's go ahead and restore pasture. I don't think Needle... No, Needlegrass is ready for another one. We'll do you first then. Another spirit bargain or venture could be the restoration. A powerful healing spirit must travel to the land of despair but can help us right now. Ah. The spirit prays Yathanda for keeping the guinea pigs healthy. No other useful spirits in the area though. And then fire flowers. Kill them. A figure imbued with the glow of Elmal the Sun strides into the royal hall. Vaguely shaped, it somewhat resembles the king. Oh yeah, that does kind of look like Veneth. It is also hard to look at for very long. It stands expectantly, as if awaiting for Veneth to address it in some way. How does the king respond? Are we not all sun stuff? Okay, Carl Sagan. It is not a spirit. Less grim than most wondrous events these days. A good omen. That means it's not, if Balakos is saying that. A solar simulacrum. You'd say that about a bear gnawing on your leg, Balakos. Their banter between them, a good omen. You would say that about a bear gnawing on your leg. It is me and I am it. Greetings, Veneth. I am Veneth. Who are you? What boon do you seek? Pay homage to King Veneth, whose face you wear. Either that is incorrect, said the solar simulacrum, or you do not truly believe it. It winked out of existence. People said that the king should have exercised greater authority over this errant sun sprite. Ah, we should have had it pay homage. Clan Mood is now worried. Okay, restore the pasture. Couldn't say that they were closer to being restored. No more people than last time. 87. Oh, we're down at 1130. A good year to search for sworn spirits. So now they tell me. Well, I think what I gotta do then is combat trade or combat train and then return to my old bullying ways. Field pastures wild, crafts, harmony, double on the war, and explore. They say the Genadari just suffered a punishing raid from a large gang of brews. I think the venture I should do is scour for chaos. Let's send some out to look for spirits first, though. Slaughter some livestock for a season. Which is making my clan more and more stressed out and worried. An owl spirit. Offered instructions in the ways of spirit. Okay, take its offer. Duressa had better understanding of magic now. The elves again, who are dried husks up top, but are still very much alive down in their roots. Spirits are reluctant, do I push them? Nah. Leave them alone, yes. And now that it is a season for war. Give me more cows. Thunder Stick. Victory when attacking to kill. Tiger Tooth of Forosan. 4 Kingdom Treasures. Helps when we bring out a raid south of the Black Eel. Let's and plunder. One skirmish was it. Didn't even need the treasure. 17 cows, 8 horses. Earthshaker Spirit. Howls at attacks but would not be a trustworthy ally. Can force it to give up some of its power. Fight then. Yathanda was stronger. Force the Earthshaker Spirit to give magic to the clan. This isn't really a good season, or a good year for spirit hunting, since Owl didn't want to cooperate with us, fighting with another. Rashi's sending more cows. Delegation arrives to the Chararisa clan for their favor. 17 of my hairy cows. Less than the usual request, but we like you. It's only 17 cows. They would have more cows if the chieftain had always pursued the middle path. They'd be dead before we could ask them if they would return. We'll give him 17 cows. An Earth season. Clan mood worried. Cheese is still ongoing. Pine is still ongoing. Scouring Wind is not. Trying to see if there's like a middle point here, but there isn't. Right in the middle of the river. A lizard spirit. Okay. Doressa getting all the insight, but the newbie isn't. Any other shamans? No other shamans, so go ahead, Yatakan. Rodin, who frequently travels between clans and their doings of the valley, informs the ring that the Fireflower clan, who made trouble for you in the past, has not only been extravagantly hosting Uroxy warbands, but poisoning their opinion of you. A spirit has offered help with the Uroxy. Plead your case. And Rodin does it best. Rodin found the Uroxy war leader, Gelagronth, who held influence with the others of his sort. Give him a gift? Sure. We are bleeding money all over the place. Give him some of it. After much discussion, he thought that the Fireflowers had probably misled them. They shall regret this when they come crying to us about the hopping, crawling spawn of Makboth. Man, these harvests are getting worse and worse. Only one season after harvest time. Kurander clan stopped bringing us tribute that we once extracted from them. Okay. Found no spirits in the crater. Grazing stress. Needlegrass one more time. No amount of coaxing to get the spirit to help us. Oh, because the rest is still out. So there's no point asking it now until they got back. Got a fire spirit. Help when dealing with the gods, who are dying one after another. Hey, chillin' chum. Just in time for the end of the world, man. Wreathed in searing blue flame, the skin of his face translucent to reveal the skull beneath. The troll war leader advances on Yatakan. This must be one of their fabled Death Lords. How does Yatakan respond? Incredible, remarkable Yatakan from the first game. Advance, meet the Death Rune with the Storm Rune. He's an Elmal worshipper. Advance, matching your Death Rune mastery against his. Hold ground, matching your Fire Rune mastery against his. The troll crashed into Yatakan's shield, which absorbed his fire, sapping his essence. Yatakan kicked him down and stabbed him in the ribs, and worried underlings dragged the troll from a scene of peril. I lost 2 farmer types. You're waiting on another procedure for your butt. Could be 6 months. Wouldn't that make your pituitary cyst a bit of a paradox, since pituitary cysts tend to, develop if you're more sedentary? So they're making you sit around to heal a thing that comes from sitting around? Not pituitary cyst. Oh, some other thing then, never mind then. I don't know too many butt-based injuries to work off of. But if it seems to be getting better, then congratulations, chillin'. Farmers of the Varlevering clan, bring me grain! Ghost of grain daughters that came to their Ernalda priestess in a shaft of dust to command this act of generosity. They called on Varleving leaders to recognize the importance of Baronstead to the survival of Orlanthi in the valley. An abscess that created a fistula. Now, I might have seen some remarkable things in my times, but a fist up there sounds so painful. Presenting the people with words of praise is the least we can do. Goods of equal value. We should do. The clan leaders might have told them not to accept reciprocal gift, but they were farmers. If they offer, they will accept. Grain goddesses such as Pella barley, Usura oat, and Fressala wheat became ghosts when Ernalda died. Take the food and say nothing. Good news for once, just take the food. Fulfill the request in the divine dreams. The god talkers have presumably told them not to ask for reciprocal gifts, but that doesn't mean they can't accept it. We'll give them words of praise. The glow of this pleasant surprise shone onto Vaneth, increasing his stature with the people. Does that mean better leadership on him? Set on excellent? It's just called getting ripped a new one. Ouch. The clan's still worried though. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Early storm season, we haven't done adventure yet. Our pastures should be good, right, Needlegrass? No, we could still ask. Okay, Needlegrass, help us out. Now that duress is back. Pastures as productive as they once were. And now we really can't be bleeding off herds. Not now that cows are our primary source of food again. Late storm season. Scour for chaos. And hand-picked warriors. I keep forgetting that involves hand-picked warriors to disappear for a while. Fearsome new foes, the Talokans, appeared as from nowhere to clamber over your walls. These demons from the underworld, some winged, some insect-like, others locked in twisted human forms, serve as war leaders for the undead army massing to the west of the valley. They attack people and livestock alike. Kotterstein musters every fighter present to push them back. 2 soldiers are wounded. You lose 4 non-combatants and 8 head of cattle. Scour the wildlands, call on Uroks against chaos. The lord of the Talokans is a chaos god Nantraya, the wolf-riding beast who slew Ernalda. Ward against chaos will strengthen us in their return. A second fight will be no less bruising. They are not undead, but command an army of undead. Talokans wield whips to spur on the undead. Talokans wield whips to spur on the undead. Is that who these guys are then, the box art? Whip-bearing skeletons. Pushing a ghostly entourage. Other clans want to hear from us. Worse will happen, the people must be strong. We're already scouring against chaos. We'll fight them again. But it would be prudent to warn others. Rodine, go do your thing. We will take strong actions, most chieftains said. Most! Increased patrols throughout the area discouraged Talokan activity. They went back to hell. Or perhaps just west. Immediately after the Talokan attack, Duressa approaches the rest of the ring with a proposal. The Talokan demons respond by Nantraya the Taker. We know other clans have had their own problems with Nantraya. We were attacked because Nantraya fears us, so we must be able to damage him. I don't know quite how well. Don't know quite how it will work, but I think if we get other clans to help us, we can strike back at Nantraya. Their patrols are only good in the short term. I like this idea, Lord Keepers. What's everyone else to say first? Nantraya may have taken Ernalda, but he left an Ernalda-shaped hole. There are too few chances to strike a blow against Chaos. Let's start when we have one. Chaos gods have died before. Ancestors whisper of the summons of evil ritual, which we have not dared to perform in generations. I should have thought of this. Orlon sent Nantraya to the underworld, but he didn't stay there. Should learn more. Vaneth is finally picking up his leadership abilities. What's the weakness? Our Lord Keepers consulted old tales and reviewed the story wall. They returned to tell us that Nantraya hated Ernalda after she spurned his love for her. He spawned the Talokans to execute his revenge, with priestesses from other clans helping play the role of the Six Sisters at a ritual. We could fool Nantraya, or at least his minions, into thinking that Arnalda and her household were at Baronstead. He would be drawn to her, and we could spring an ambush, both magical and physical. Our temple to Arnalda would make this easier, and we should not let it fall into disrepair. We do still have the temple to the dead goddess Arnalda as an actual temple, and it got repaired, thanks to a blessing a few years ago. So all we gotta do is send Rodin out to six other clans to ask them to help us out. Okay, we can do that. This guy's got 2 heads. In the cat-dog orientation. $35 fewer people than last year, 186 fewer heads of cattle, 45 fewer horses. Couldn't perform rituals for herds this year. You have questions about this creature you don't want answered. Chillinchum, knowing you, I think the answers you can find are best found through finding the right artist that is currently accepting commissions and telling them to go ham with their imagination. The old your character here, but your character has a head on both ends. Not that question. Oh, then the poop comes out the belly button. And diplomacy. Okay, that should help us out. Belly button is more like a scar though. In all honesty, they probably secrete their waste through their pores. But then again, not all animals sweat like we do. That is a human adaptation that really benefits our heat regulation. So most other creatures have to rely on like panting and things. So it probably depends on if they sweat or not. If they sweat, they probably secrete it through their pores. If they don't, there are cows. Cows do regurgitate their food and then chew on it for a bit more. So maybe when these things eat, the food goes down to a shared stomach, and then after the nutrients have been absorbed, they just regurgitate it back out from either mouth. You commissioned 30 pictures of your first waifu, Senia, before getting around to commission to such a creature. So that puts us to what then, Chum? 15 more to go? 12 more to go? Then the cat-dog creature commission? Clan magic has grown stronger, hard to say why. Rewarded for keeping courage and bravery in these end times. I've only got 5 warriors. When he handpicked, he handpicked everyone. What the heck, man? And that's gonna keep him for ages. Only 1 qualified warrior because you still got so many. In dawn's dim light, your herders make an alarming discovery. Overnight, a stone statue depicting a goat-headed figure sprang up from the drying soil of a pasture land. Coral Monster identifies it as Ragnargar, chaos god of malignant growth. Rock smash it. Goods and some honeys. Hot wind came from the south and encircled the statue, turned to sand and blew away. 28 more to go. See, progress then. Slaughter livestock. A child no longer. Prince Eredlamp has won over key nobles with his charm and bravery. The God Talkers say he may become a powerful magician. Some say he should be elevated to the ring immediately, which we do with an F. Seresta volunteers to step down to make room for him. For his part, Eredlamp asks if the ring isn't a bit boring. I can do what I want. I can do that when my beard is gray. So, he doesn't want to be on the ring. Existing council can roll until he matures into the role. Be more decisive than his father? He should be. Vanef isn't a very decisive person. Before my son becomes king, he must learn how complicated life can be. Unwilling princes win few friends. There's no prince after him. He must settle down and sire an heir. Our ancestor preferred his zest for action to his father's waffling. How big he has grown. She's supposed to have cut all ties, but she can't help but be a proud auntie. Baron got to be a hero for a while before becoming a king. Alright, existing council can rule till he matures, he doesn't want to. Mood down! Oh, come on! Fervent royalists objected. It was not willingness to rule, not maturity, but bloodline that determined all. We didn't want to persuade him. Clan Mood is dissatisfied. We got so much herd. We're doing okay. Dwindling flocks. No, our flocks are fine. But it's going to be the mood that ends up game overing us, isn't it? Okay, and they're all back now. And then more mood down. Illness swept through. Caught on our spirits. No need to tax them. Mood plus. Clan mood back to worried. Okay. Since it is wartime and I keep losing herds. Gotta bully the fireflowers for more of them. They keep stealing my cows. This is merely taking them back. Eight cows. They took so much more than 8 cows from me. Where are they? Did they take all my cows and slaughter them right away? Then Earth season. Nobody's supposed to raid during the Earth season, but I can. No, I'll take this time to find some. We need cheese. We'll get cheese in the off season. Emissaries to other neighbors. We'll give them gifts of goods because we got so many. Oh yeah, we have spent a party out. Promising young Yathanda has not returned and is presumed dead. And the Barmerning is gone. They are straight up just gone. Auspicious time for right to Elmal. Good fortune for Elmal and Rosaro devotees. They want goods worth 20 cows. Okay. And an equivalent storm right is nothing. Elmo's light shone mightily. Oh, that hole's gotten much bigger. I'm gonna be surrounded by holes pretty soon. Even the hole outside the Ganadari is looking more like a fidget spinner now. Okay, another emissary. To my few remaining neighbors. Help thwart Nontraya the Taker. Yeah, literally a fidget spinner of death popping in. Rodin seeks Blue Crest aid to help lure a priest of Nontraya to Baronstead. They would send ritual aid and a priestess to play one of our 6 sisters. We must all fight chaos. Any chance to fight chaos. Swore an oath to help us when we were ready. It's dark season, but it should still be alright. Who else among our neighbors? Fireflowers hate us, Ganadari. Better not disappear. Storm devotees, 25 cows worth. Memory of Orlan filled your swords. Vibrated like the wind in the heads of our arrows for the next 5 seasons. Good luck in war. Thwart Nontraya. Their chief doesn't respect the gods and will reject a religious argument. Barantelli tribe needs you. Sacred duty to avenge Ronalda. Just fight chaos. They have a giant hole right outside in their wildlands. Agree to support whatever ritual. Easier to fight together. 1/3 down. Wretched wanderers appear outside your shelter, hoping you'll take them in as guinea pigs. 30. Another Olanthi tribe for Sobuli. We'll take them, always. For her, 37 population and mood plus. Generosity is a trait of the clan. They had with them the spirit of one of their sword-toothed cougars, which they called a Sakar. We've already got a Sakar spirit, though. Ah, it wouldn't swear oaths to the clan, but would aid us if we went up against monsters. As long as we show them respect. Okay. Let's do... Ganadari said yes, Blue Crest said yes. Soranding. Make it rain goods. Their chief is a pious man who'll listen to a religious argument. It is a sacred duty to avenge Ronalda then. Of course we'll help avenge the Earth Goddess, their chief. Swore an oath to send help when we were ready. Okay, halfway through. And since we have, war blessing for 5 seasons. Sorry, Fireflowers. Not too sorry. You guys keep taking our cows, you're gonna take them back. "23 cows and 7 horses. Followers of Sarestev complained that Erenland's princely retinue disrupted one of their contemplation meetings, rudely hurling dung at them. That is our prince? That is our future king-to-be? What did we do to provoke them? Sarestev asks. They demand compensation for this unmerited attack on their dignity. The boys were just having fun, Erenland shrugs. People say the prince either put them up to this directly, or encouraged it through his indulgence of them. I see no reason not to demand that the prince discipline his retinue. If he does this to me, a proud supporter of the renewed kingship. He will do this to anyone. Anything to anyone. The spirits found this amusing? Well, too bad, spirits. This is simply how the world is now, laugh it off. My clan, I think, does mostly skew royalist now. This is exactly what they're asking for. This is the royal prince, the heir-to-be, throwing dung at its own clan. In time, they'll see the humor of it. The retinue didn't decide to do this on their own, naturally not. People favor the prince. They favor the prince, but are they really going to favor having dung thrown at them? I do not know where my son got his wild streak. Would demand the prince discipline his retinue. The ring demanded the prince discipline his retinue. The prince agreed that matters had gotten out of hand. His men curbed their boisterousness, and eventually Serestov's followers forgave them. Can't believe a good half my ring is saying, oh, just laugh it off, it's fine. It's fine. Cheese healed up. 58 more people, thank you refugees. 39 fewer cattle, 45 more horses because last year was oof. Priests said the surviving gods had blessed the clan with more magic this year. But no other thing otherwise. Okay. Haven't done a ritual in a while. Exploration has taken a back seat. We gotta kill Nontraya first. Or try to. Shrine to Dasso now abandoned. Okay, Aaron Lanther, an actual person here. Worships Elmal. Good leadership, excellent magic. I know many of you are worried I have yet to take a bride and sire an heir, and yes, I understand that Baronstead dies and my royal bloodline is extinguished. So I promise you I will marry. As soon as I find the right person. Clan worried again. Well, we do need one more ally to maintain the shrine, but first, let's try to get... We got 1, 2, 3. Varnrash hate us. Of our surviving neighbors, we have the ones that don't hate us. We will, Yatakan. Just not when Nontraya is prowling about. Data scattering isn't too far away. Very good diplomacy. We have some with remarkable diplomacy, then merely very good below. I could send Vanef directly. Thwart Nontraya. All fight chaos. When you're ready, start the ritual. They agreed to support whatever ritual came up with. We now have enough Earth Priestesses to perform the ritual. As soon as the timing is right. And then these jerks again. God talkers who worship the southern deity, Salt the Earth, arrived to offer her assistance. We worship the great mistress of balance. An obstacle to defeat the chaos, your alliance with the Genadari clan. Last time this came up, we said no, and it turned out that they are not who they say they are. They worship a temptress. And by convincing a clan to attack their ally, they ferment more chaos. We can bring death wherever we want. Spirits don't like them. I'm gonna drive them off this time, now that we know exactly what this is about. Send everybody we got. Korastine struck at their leader before the air ripped and they vanished. Though this did not feel much like a victory. Our god talkers were for divination and said we had strengthened ourselves against dire forces. Okay. Fire season, but I've only got 12 warriors at home and 2 sick. We also haven't done a venture, have we? Good for 1 mirror season. Let's do combat training then. You know, since we have enough, we could propose the alliance. But let's get more. Agree to support. And then fire flowers. Skirmish them off. Get some extra magic. No big deal. The clan is still worried even without our boost of Mood Plus. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 supporting us. Let's send 1 more, and then I'll feel comfortable. Who's not too far away from us? Varlavings aren't too far away. Blue Crest has already said yes. What's that, the Varlavings? Herd raid by the Varn Rashi. Then slaughter everyone that we see. And because it's Earth season, and Earth season is safe, let me see this new ritual. Summons of Nantraya. Summon Nantraya so we could ambush him. We'll wait till next year. We'll do a ritual. We'll put some magic into rituals to make it more successful. For now, since it is a safe harvest time, let's send, not exploration. Let's get more allies. Who are we not allied with yet? Delta Scarring, we aren't. Diplomacy, good, very good, very good. Alright, Coral Mast. Big, bountiful gifts. I'm not worried about my goods only being the 300s now, because it just keeps self-populating. We are literally printing goods, so it's alright. Cool. It's plenty of help now. How plenty is it, though? 6? I think I could be comfortable with 6 then. See if we can't do some good foraging. Orlanthi must stick together. No clan is strong without allies. No clan is strong without allies. And additional gifts of many, many goods and a few herd. Cool. And since we have one more ally, we should be able to maintain a shrine. Trading party from the Della Scouting clan arrives to make you an offer. 20 cows worth of goods. For arrows, a specialty of their clan. Can perform a right to make a quiver full of arrows particularly effective against a clan of my choice. Throw in some turnips and it's a deal. Oh, go away, season. Fire flowers are feuding with us. Bound to come after us sooner or later, they are. Some call the turnip the pig root, though humans find it delicious too. Because the Asgarans rely mostly on a hero god. They compensate with strong spirit magic. Okay. Give us some turnips also. They added some of their curious root vegetables to sweeten the arrangement. Our people reacted to this rare food with delirious joy. What if this is what sustains us? If the turnip is actually super hardy in this uncertain time, and we subsist entirely on the pig roots. Please pick another clan. My repeated attacks against a clan you have weakened bring shame to all Orlanthi. Alright, Varnrash it is. They've both been bothering me too much. Food plus, thank you, turnips! A few weeks later, their emissaries arrived with quivers of bloodthirsty arrows. Cool. So let's get... Let's get Dostal back. Not enough worshippers still, even with an ally. Really? Need Homacht, need Rutal. We could reduce Orlanth even further. We could reduce Rodalda, we need that residual magic for our horses. We need Urox. I guess we could just sacrifice to him every single year now. 657. Can we support one more ally? Nobody's saying I can't. An alliance with another Vingotling clan. If you're selling me that, then hopefully it means that I can. Immense mushroom, basket traverse cherry, small fish, relatively disease-free. What's a few parasites? Okay. As long as you're waiting on that, let's get Scouring Wind back. She said already have as many alliances, but I'll try anyway. They would join forces, become our allies. My walls! Wait, this isn't that many-mouthed sturgeon, is it? Chaos monstrosity with 7 terrible mouths and 5 crushing feet appeared from a breach in the god's ward to attack Baronstead. Its rending song causes an outbreak of spontaneous bleeding. Doressa identifies it as the Eater of Skin, the first of the three great monsters the god Tegern sends to attack Elmal as he guards Orlan's fortress. We have a thing against Nontraya now. Is this gonna be the same thing but for Tegern? A lone hero, a force of fighters, Uroks, to bash it, Elmal, to fling it into the sky. Tegern is Elmal's special chaos foe. Beyond that, little is known about him. It is chaotic, but fortunately not also undead. Elmal fights alone against the Eater of Skin. Typically we use rights to bolster fighters who then attack, but we have no time to do both. Must rebuild the fortifications for a third time! Eater of Skin is the first of three monsters. God of Tempting and Sending. There's gonna be more then? We still have Yetakan with us, right? Okay. Elmal's hero will play the role of Elmal. Replicating the battle from the God's War, Yetakan evaded a stomp from each of its first 4 feet, then deliberately stood beneath the monster's 5th tread. His up-thrust spear pierced its foot, sending it yowling back to the God's War. Yetakan was only partially crushed and would eventually recover. Doressa says that as Elmal guards Orlan's fortress, he's always beset by a series of monsters. First Eater of Skin, then Author of Sores, and finally Maker of Bad Growth. I fear that we've been drawn into this part of the God's War, and the manifestations will continue. Time doesn't exist on the other side, but after performing a divination, I believe the Author of Sores will come a year from now. Hey. Oh, just that. Outlanders claiming to be Darahapans beg for shelter, take them in. Hold up. From a different small city than the travelers who asked to worship. As they tell it, they survived the chaos explosion that destroyed the dome. Their forefathers came south as yours did, though without horses. Before reaching the valley, Belurgans captured them, readying them for human sacrifice, exactly what happened to Rodin. They escaped, still fear recapture as a hungry earth cult might pursue them. Return them to the Belurgans. No, we got shared harms here. Going to take them in. Let the Belurgans come and try to take these new guinea pigs from us. We'll show them the price of human sacrifice. Now allied with every clan in the Baron Tully tribe. Now, can I produce another shrine? I can. Dostal, give me hunting yield. So I got plenty of horses, food for 2 whole seasons. Okay. Feeling a bit more comfortable now that I got Dostal back. And then he's gonna be the next to die. How much you wanna bet? We'll do ceremony. We gotta repair Baronstead though. We'll do the ceremony first, because I want all the advantages. We go for Nontraya. Friends and allies sent us goods worth 30 cows for our victory against the Eater of Skin. Readers hailed at Baronstead seeking aid, and Ganadari clan has been cruelly raiding them. They are our allies, they like us. So persuade the Ganadari, we don't have to lean on them. When the Author of Sword comes, we need war magic to fight it off. Or ritual magic to calm the gods. Good year for our hunters. It better be. 6 more people, 72 fewer heads of cattle because we've been hungry, 6 more horses. Only sufficient in livestock. I'm no longer rich in livestock. Fields, pastures, wilds. Get some harmony in there. We need ritual and war for defense at a minimum. And maybe we'll do some explore. But before I proceed from here, I am going to BRB. Because it's been a couple of hours. So you all enjoy our omens. And we'll go back to the suffering in the upcoming year.